Hi everyone, it's John from What Up. Welcome back to the channel and happy Wheel of Time Wednesday. Nope. For those of you who don't know, Wheel of Time Wednesday was actually canceled just prior to Christmas. For those of you who don't know what it is, Wheel of Time Wednesday was the first Wednesday of every calendar month where Rafe Judkins, the showrunner, would tweet out some information about the show and let us know what's going on. That's where we got most of our castings from, a lot of our set pictures, the table read, that sort of thing. He did let us know just before Christmas that it wouldn't happen anymore, and then they're going to release the news piecemeal. So it'll come out as it comes out, as their marketing department sees fit, I guess. We do know that they're using a lot of external websites now, so like Deadline, Variety, things like that. They're releasing a lot of the information about the show. However, they're not really doing the marketing still. It's us, the fandom. We're doing the marketing for them. There was an interesting piece that came out the other day that basically said that they're brilliant for using their marketing strategy, which is their fans. Twitter is basically pouring over every little thing that comes out. Reddit is as well. There's a bunch of Facebook groups. They're doing the same thing, and we're basically doing the marketing for them. So congratulations to you guys and me, I guess, because we are helping them out and we're bringing more people into the fandom. And it is actually working because I've seen a lot of people that normally, I don't see around when I'm on Twitter or I'm on Reddit or I'm on the Facebook groups. It seems to be more and more people every day. A lot more people are taking interest in the Wheel of Time, whether they've never read the books before or, maybe they've read them a long time ago and they're doing a reread now because they're getting excited about the show. So for those returning fans or those new fans, I want to welcome you all and let you know that you're in for a wild ride. The next year or so before the show comes out, there's going to be a bunch of information coming out, and I truly believe that this show will be better than Game of Thrones and better than The Witcher because they're going to learn from both those shows, and they're going to knock it out of the park. So, for those of you who are watching the videos, I do want to thank you for doing that. And for those of you who subscribe to the channel, again, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and click the notification bell. I would normally release videos a couple times a week, usually on the weekends. That's going to change a bit. I'm going to be releasing still a couple of videos a week, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, but the days are going to change. They may be on the weekend, they may be in the middle of the week. It just depends when news comes out and when I have time to actually physically make the videos. So my kind of release schedule that I've had is going to change up just a little bit. So make sure you click that notification bell. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the news that we do have. All right, so the gentleman we have up on the screen here right now is an Irish actor by the name of Stuart Graham. He's a long history of acting all the way back to 1992, and he's done a lot of different things. He's done movies, he's done television, and he's done TV movies. So he's pretty well versed in most forms of media, and he's acted in a number of different roles. So for TV, the most notable thing I can find him in is The Walking Dead. Small role, only covered a few episodes, but pretty big show. He's done a bunch of TV movies as well, and the two biggest movies that I've seen in his IMDb are Hunger from 2008, a really good movie. If you haven't had a chance yet, check it out, and 2011's Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. Again, another fantastic movie. He did a really good job in it. I recently rewatched that one. I watched it when it first came out, 8 or 9 years ago, and now that I know that he's being cast as a character in the Wheel of Time, and I know he's in that movie, I rewatched it, and again, the movie stands up. It's a pretty good movie, and he does a really good job in it. Now, this goes right along in line with some of the other castings that we've seen from the Wheel of Time. Actors and actresses with a long history of acting, a lot of experience, a whole lot behind them, and experience they can draw from to take it to the screen for Wheel of Time, to help some of the main characters that are cast that maybe don't have as much experience, and I think that's what they're going for. That, and a lot of these actors and actresses have the experience, but they're not big names. They're not going to command a huge price tag for the show, so it keeps the budget down as well. Now, how did this come out that he is in the show? Well, in October, there was a table read video put out by Amazon Prime that showed everyone that was basically in episode 1 and 2. And I say everyone, but not everyone was really shown. But the people that we did know of and we could see, we know they're going to be in the first 2 episodes. And they put it out as kind of a teaser for Wheel of Time Wednesday. Now, a lot of fans poured through the video, myself included, and picked people out and said, we know this person is this, we know this person is that, we know they're in the Wheel of Time, but nothing was ever confirmed. This gentleman was one of those people. There was a lot of talk about him initially saying that we're pretty sure it's Stuart Graham, but we weren't entirely because, the pictures weren't maybe the greatest. You could say, well, someone who looks similar to him. There was a lot of, question and doubt put into if it's him. Now we know for sure it's him because his agency's CV has been updated and it shows Wheel of Time as a show he's on. So we know for sure he's in the Wheel of Time, and you go back and look at the table read video, and yeah, it's him. Now that you know for sure, you can tell it's him. Now, we don't know what character he's playing. If I had to put money on it, Ishmael. That's who I'd say he's playing, because I think you would do a fantastic job at that character. Now, if you look at the Reddit, the Daily Trolloc, or Twitter, or wheeltimeseries.com, one of the most premier websites for Wheel of Time news. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do so. It's really good. They're saying some other suggestions too. So some people suggested one of the White Cloaks, Dane, possible. Dane's father again, possible. So one of the Bornholds. Egwene's father. I don't think he's going to play Bran personally myself. I don't think he has the look, although it doesn't really matter. An actor can change his looks with makeup and prosthetics. He's not really a swarthy man like Bran is in the books, but that can be changed quite easily, or he might not be swarthy in the show. We don't know for sure. But I don't think he'd do really well at playing that type of a role. But he would do pretty good at playing Ishii, I think. That's my 2 cents on that. However, we do know that I haven't hit anything nail on the head just yet. I've been close a couple of times with my guesses, but I'm not sure exactly who he's playing. That's just my money's on that. All right, let's get on to the next bit of news. All right, on to the next actress. Her name is Lolita Chakrabarti. I actually did mention her in one of my recent videos. I believe it was the end of the year wrap-up. Everything we know about the Wheel of Time Part 1. Check that video out if you haven't yet. It basically shows all the castings that we knew up to and including like 6 or 7 days ago when I put the video out. There's been a couple new things since then, but it's pretty current up to December 20th, I believe. 19th and 20th, I have Part 1 and Part 2. So I did mention her there, but I didn't mention anything else about it other than the fact that we knew she was cast. So who is she? Well, she grew up in Birmingham, England, so she's an English actress, and she has been acting since 1992, just like Stuart Graham. So she has a whole lot of experience behind her. She's not really a huge name. She's not a household name for sure, so she's not going to command a big price tag, which is, like I said before, the theme that Amazon seems to be going for. A lot of experience, really good acting chops, maybe not so expensive. With her, specifically, how did we know she was cast? Well, her publicist website actually updated her CV, and on that it stated Wheel of Time. So we know that she's cast in the Wheel of Time now. It's 100% for sure she's in the Wheel of Time, because that's not a mistake that they would make on purpose. I think it was pretty calculated, and I think they're doing it to drum up some support for the show and some support for this particular actress as well. They don't normally do things like that on an accident. With her, who do I think she's playing? Well, as soon as I saw her, and this is prior to knowing anything, so I seen her picture and I seen possible casting, and I didn't know if she had a name, character name, or anything else like that. And the first thing that popped in my head was Maren Elvier, Egwene's mother. 100%. That is. There's no doubt in my mind that she's cast on. If I have not been sure in any of the castings so far at all, I'm sure in this one. And I know that they're going to release this probably in the next few weeks, if not month or two, because usually what happens is things like this are leaked. A few weeks later, we get an official announcement. These are the people cast as these roles. That's kind of what we've had so far. So we'll see that. We've seen it with Tom. A few of the other characters. We'll probably see it with her as well. But my money is on Maren Elvier. 100%. If you put her and Madeline Madden next to each other, yeah, they look like family. They really do. They could be sisters. She could be her aunt. She could be her mother. Very easily step into the role of mother. And if you look back at some of the acting that she's done, she could play a motherly role really very easily. So I think she would be a great fit for Mare. Marin. Said it wrong. All right, the last thing I do want to bring up is that over the last couple of days, the Wheel of Time IMDb page was changed. So they did add the sound operators on there. So a couple of the boom operators, they put them on there. And oddly enough, none of them were called Mike. Crickets? No? I hope some of you got the joke at least anyway. All right, so I want to thank you all for watching the video. Before I do go, I do want to let you know I have a couple of projects coming up within the next month or so where I'm going to collaborate with some other YouTube channels. I don't want to say too much about it too soon. Still in the early stages of working out what we're going to be doing. However, I'm pretty excited about it myself because I get to work with other Wheel of Time content creators and basically hear their thoughts and views on certain things, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I think it's going to be a really great thing. So keep an eye on the channel. I will let you know more as the time gets a little bit closer. We're not quite there yet. Still working out the details on it. But once it does happen, I will update my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Handles down below in the description box. That'll be the first place I'll announce it. All right. I want to thank you all for watching the videos. Thank you again for those who subscribe. And here's to many more.